So let's get back to your journey. I sort of
Sure.
wanted to do that. So you have two things going on here: female CEO and well-funded startup. These are not common terms that we hear, but I want to talk about the being a female CEO. It's not common. It probably should be more common. You know, what would you say to the next generation of female leaders to say, you know, how would we make this more common?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, you know, first and foremost, the last study had the Rock Health published, and it was mid 2018, and I think McKinsey just did an update, or one of the big consulting companies. 10 to 13% of digital health CEOs are women. And I think 30% are diverse candidates. And so I think the whole notion of we have to go back to the studies that show building diverse teams produces better business outcomes. And that's the thing we all have to look at. And so there's an organization, parity.org. We just took the Parity Pledge. And all it's asking everyone to do is, how do you get a slate of diverse candidates for every job you post? And
Right.
that's something that's easy to do, but I will tell you, the industry isn't wired that way. I've done some hiring here in my first 100 days, and it was nothing against the recruiting firm. I love them. I've done business with them for a long time. But what was interesting to me with this new lens, when I was presented with the list of here's the top 20 candidates, it was not a diverse candidate set. So I set them off to get me a panel of full diverse candidates, and we will find the best person for the job. This is not a quota-based system. We chatted about that earlier.
So was that hard for them to do?
It took them, it probably was a little harder, but they produced a great list, and it was a direction they hadn't received from others. And so I think what we can all do as leaders is we can ask the people that recruit for us, whether it's our own consultants, our own folks, just make sure you're looking at a diverse slate. Because it's eye-opening when you start getting, I'm looking at my diverse slate also is non-healthcare, right? And so there's all different stances for diversity that we just have to think through.